CBS Sports HQ Spotlight. A lot of people playing the EA Sports video game. Our bud Elliott was involved in the making and the return of this video game. And what we're going to do each and every week here on Spotlight is play a little video game sim versus SportsLine sim. So we have Bud Elliott going to talk game, video game, and then we have Mackenzie Brooks who's going to bring us the SportsLine simulations and tell us what those numbers say. And Bud, we simmed this game on the video game, and Clemson actually won. Clemson beat Georgia 29-21. They're a 2-touchdown underdog. How does Clemson win this game?
Chris, it's a great question. I think it starts on the outside. Clemson has two corners that were kind of monitoring the situation with their injuries. Because Dabo Swinney doesn't use the transfer portal, if they end up with neither of those guys playing, they would actually have to play some true freshman corners against Georgia. So I can tell you that's how Clemson does not win the game. They're going to have those corners be healthy on the outside. And then they're going to have to probably get a mega game from running back Phil Maffa, maybe some nice play action with Cade Klubnik. And look, stranger things have happened. It's week one. Weird stuff happens. It's not illegal to get better, right? Maybe Cade Klubnik in year two of Garrett Riley's offense will be better, and that's how Clemson pulls the upset.
Yeah, maybe that's what Dabo Swinney's telling him. Listen, Cade, it's not illegal to get better. You can do it if you want to. Most people do not believe Clemson is going to win this game. SportsLine doesn't believe this game is even going to be close.
SportsLine Super does not believe this game is going to be close. We make the score 40-17, and I love to say that as a former Georgia Bulldog, but we do have the numbers to back it. It's not just me. The data says so as well. But again, you look at this team. It isn't illegal to get better, but 2 seasons of declining production from Clemson tells me that that's not really the situation we're dealing with. I understand we're worried about who's going to be on the field, all of the off-the-field drama happening with Georgia. We have to remember these are 4 or 5-star recruits. They just funnel in. Their backups are awesome. It doesn't really concern me too much. I would take the Georgia team total over if you're betting, but again, there is potential that this Clemson defense does get better. But something big to note here, a quote-unquote neutral game. Georgia loves to play these big neutral site games, 9-4 in those games. And that would be a stretch to call this a neutral site game, right? I've been to plenty of these games in Atlanta. I can assure you this is basically just a Georgia home game. So this is a really comfortable spot for them. I think Clemson might have a rude awakening.
Yeah, it's not in Athens, it's in Atlanta, but there will be more Georgia fans, even though it's technically a neutral game, like another game that we're going to talk about in a little bit. One game that is not going to be neutral. It's going to be all chomp Gator in Gainesville, Miami. Going to Gainesville for the first time since Tim Tebow was the quarterback back in 2008. This is close to a toss-up, Bud. In the video game, if what happened in our simulation on the video game comes true, Graham Mertz is going to be in the Heisman discussion because he throws for like 400 yards and 5 touchdowns in this game.
Did he? Okay, well that's an interesting result there. I was thinking more of a game played in the high 40s or kind of low 50s. If you think about both these coaches, they traditionally like to establish the run. Miami went to the transfer portal to get Damian Martinez. We saw the reports today that Montrell Johnson is likely to play for the Gators. I think having those two premier backs in week one, when everybody maybe is not totally in sync with the passing game, with all due respect to our friends at EA, I could see a little more carries happening. So maybe something with a little more like a 40s or 50s type score. Something in the 80s, alt lines exist for a reason, right?
And Florida winning the game 44-41, that would be extremely deflating for Miami. I mean, we live down here in South Florida. It's just been nothing but hurricane hype all off season long. And SportsLine actually agrees with the video game that Florida's going to win this game.
Yeah, we do, and a ton of people are on Miami this year, and I can understand why. I understand the hype around Cam Ward, but you can be a great draft prospect. That doesn't mean you're going to have a great college career. Example, Anthony Richardson, So I think this is a great Florida team. I'd call us crazy for thinking this.
A great Florida team?
Well, I'd call us crazy for thinking this is a talented roster, but our friends at 24/7 Sports literally claim this to be a better roster than Miami as well. They rank them 12th instead of just 14th here. What the model loves to look at is returning production and stability. This was one of the youngest teams in the country last season. They return a lot. They rank 24th in production. They're usually somewhere around like 80th. So this is a really big deal for them. Again, a lot of people talking about this weather, the Hurricanes are used to this weather. So is Florida. We're playing in Jacksonville here. I can promise it's very humid up there as well. So, again, a ton of people in Miami. I really think this is a great situation for Florida. Graham Mertz, he has great stats at home. He's 17-2 touchdown interception ratio in the SEC. I mean, you put up better numbers in the SEC than Cam Ward did in the Pac-12. So there's something to be said for that. I think we're a little too hype on Miami. I think Cam Ward can be great. I don't think it necessarily correlates to an awesome season here.
Yeah, I think a lot of people getting caught up in the Miami hype and the Florida win total because they have such just a ridiculous schedule. But this is one of the games they can actually win. SportsLine and the video game say they're going to. Let's go out to the Sunday game in Vegas. Should be a lot of points here, USC and LSU. And in the video game, Bud, USC found a semblance of defense and won this game. What kind of defense do you expect in this game from both sides?
Chris, I actually think that both sides will have improved defense this year. USC made a new defensive coordinator hire, as did LSU. I think both teams will have a lot better alignment, assignment, tackling, physicality. So what does it really come down to for me? Those things are all great. You can be in the right place, but LSU's offensive line with 4 prospects on it can also displace you. And I think that is probably what will happen to the USC defense more often than not. That USC offense or the LSU offensive line is really good. We'll see just how good that USC front could be. But I do expect both teams to play better defense than they did a year ago because with better coaching.
Miller Moss throwing for over 303 touchdowns in that simulation. How does SportsLine see this one?
We do see a ton of points here. We make it an LSU victory, 36-33. And I'm not exactly ready to hone in on these defenses. I'll be the first to admit the model uses a ton of past stats here. And I think these defenses can get better, but I think it's crazy to believe it's going to be a week 1 switch here. So I think we'll see a lot of points here. Look, we talk about Nussmeier here, who was behind Jaden Daniels, but really could have been a starting quarterback at a lot of other schools. We focus on what they lost. There's so many things they still have. Kyron Lacey, you got, Liberty wide receiver, one of the top prospects in the portal. You got Jason Taylor's son, for Christ's sake. So there's things still going well for this team. They both averaged 77 points. Their game totals average 77 points on the road. We're looking at a neutral site game. I'm willing to have optimism about these defenses. I just don't think it's in week 1 necessarily. It's
pretty in line with how Vegas has that one. LSU is a 4.5-point favorite and the total in the mid-60s. Let's go to College Station. Notre Dame and A&M. And I found this interesting. Both your simulations, Mackenzie, from SportsLine, and the video game has this as a 1-point game. Bud, we had Chip Patterson on, and I know you heard him on the Cover 3 podcast. He thinks this is one of the locks of the weekend, that A&M's going to run away with this one. What do you think?
I actually prefer the under here, Chris, and for the reason of rush rate, right? I'm expecting a very high rush rate out of both teams. If you go get Riley Leonard, as Notre Dame did, the quarterback from Duke, who, of course, played for Mike Elko at Duke last year, and Elko is now the new coach of the Aggies. But if you look at Notre Dame's schedule, Leonard is an excellent runner. He has one of the best sack avoidance rates we have seen in college football since Anthony Richardson. But look who's coming up on the schedule. It's 3 tomato cans. They can afford to run Riley Leonard into the ground and put him in a cryo chamber for the next 3 weeks, all I care. To get the dub out there, they're going to have to ride Riley Leonard's legs. I think the clock's going to run a lot. Short passes, RPO game, design quarterback run. I think that's the path for the Aggie offense as well. So I'm expecting a lot of runs in this game, kind of similar to what we saw last week in Ireland with Florida State and Georgia Tech.
And Mackenzie, it's a 1-point game from the SportsLine sims. It's just on the other side. How tight is this matchup?
Yeah, we make it tighter than the odds makers. Again, a 1-point game. Texas A&M just out-edging them here, 26-25. But I couldn't echo Bud anymore. The mobility of Leonard is what's going to give this team issues. I mean, he had 98 yards on 8 carries against Clemson, which is quote-unquote one of the better defenses in the nation. So what can you do against Texas A&M? This is a team that historically struggles against mobile quarterbacks. Again, they have no reason not to run Riley Leonard into the ground here. I think there's a ton of motivation for this Notre Dame team, who really has 3 top 25 key matchups on their schedule. They need to go 2-1 in those situations to make the playoffs if you look at the odds makers line there. So how great would it be for them to get one of those wins under their belt, only have to go 1-1 when it comes to UNC or USC and FSU later in the season?
Yeah, Josh Pate has said that he's willing to bet the winner of this game is going to make the college football playoff.